Hello guys, welcome once again to this YouTube channel. If you're not subscribed, remember to click on the subscription button down below. Like and comment on the videos, guys. Follow, like and comment. You know. Also, you can join our membership, guys. Like just join our membership for special perks. Like also you can send us super chats, support the channel in everything we do. Having a YouTube channel is not that easy. Well, guys, today we're gonna be talking about Toya and Reginae. We have two episodes already on the show, so we're gonna be talking about the episode one and also the episode two on today's episode. What did you feel about the series? Because I'm not gonna lie, I love. Then I'm enjoying the series.
Oh, good. Yeah, me too. I love Latoya and, of course, Reginae. So I'm enjoying it too, because she's showing a lot of her family and the problems that she has within her family unit. So I'm enjoying it.
Yeah. I literally, I think it's a fresh, like a lot of reality TV series these days are more of, fake acting and different things. But since this one is just new, I feel like it's still fresh. There's this rawness, authenticity, everything is just real. So I love that because when you say let's watch a reality TV series, I want to watch reality. I want to watch things that really happen, not something that is made up like I'm watching a movie. If I'm watching a movie, I know I'm watching a movie.
Right.
If I'm watching someone's reality, I know I'm watching reality because I believe that reality TV is something that that can occur in an everyday life. Like in my life, I know that that's what I would do. Those are the choices I would take. Not, I'm watching a movie. I know that sometimes movies can be over exaggerated.
Right.
You know, some
Overact, a
choices.
lot of overact.
Yeah, some choices that's been made in the movies. You'll be like, what the hell is going on here? I literally wouldn't make these choices in real life. But because
Yeah,
it's a movie, the choices are being made like that.
right. It's totally
But any
scripted.
yeah. Or anyway, let's first talk about the fact that we started with the fact that her sister was annoyed. Betty is annoyed with Toya because of she was not in the picture of the bridesmaids in her wedding. You know what pissed me off in this particular stuff is that when I wanted to hear what was going on, what caused for her not to be in the picture, but I found out that she was at fault. You
Yeah.
were at fault for you not being in the picture, and you are getting pissed off at the same time. What right do you have to be pissed off when you were at fault? You knew that as a bridesmaid, what I know about being a bridesmaid for a wedding, because I've been bridesmaids for some of my friends' wedding.
Hmm.
I know that you are supposed to stick to the bride all through the wedding. Your space is supposed to be around the bride, helping the bride do what is needed to be done, the necessary things that's needed to be done for the bride. That is what um a bridesmaid is supposed to be. So you can't say you're being a bridesmaid and you're somewhere else and something happened and you are now pissed off that you were not there to enjoy the moment. Then the picture is being shared and you're getting pissed off. Like I was surprised. Like she had no right to be pissed off. She had no right to be annoyed.
No, I didn't think she had a right to be annoyed either, especially when she was in the other room dancing with her girlfriend Mel. It seemed like Mel kind of
Yeah.
took her out of that space, because Mel has a problem. It seems like she has a problem with Latoya, well, Toya, you know, being the elder sister, and Beedy being the younger sister. I think she has a problem with Toya's authority, you know. So I think it was kind of like deliberately, because
Mm,
like you said, if you know anything about a wedding, yeah, all the people that are in the wedding, they have to take the pictures. That's what the photographer is there for. So yeah, I didn't think she had a right to be upset, especially when you're in the other room doing your thing, you
yeah.
know.
And Toya is a very funny person. Like she went ahead and edited the picture. Like that was savage. Edited the picture and gave to her, and she like, is this meant to soothe my annoyance that I'm not in the picture? Because for me to make it worse, because I know I wasn't there. So why am I being edited into this place?
Yeah, that was to appease her little sister, to let
Oh,
her know, you know, this is a picture. I don't think she got into any of the pictures from what I'm kind of understanding. So that was just appease her sister, like, okay, we added you in, you know. So I think that's what that was for. But that was funny when Rachel Reginae said, you crop diddied her in.
yeah. That was really funny. As in, I was literally surprised that she did that. But I feel like it was a little bit petty-ish. Well, I think I myself would have done the same thing because you're complaining. Okay, let me just crop you into it because it's
Yeah.
not my fault. Why are you complaining? I didn't cause that. It was the consequences of your own actions.
Hmm.
The consequences of
Yeah.
your own actions, and you can't deal with the consequences. How is that something I should be concerned about?
Yeah. It kind of reminds me of, excuse me, a picture I have, excuse me, my brothers, right? And my dad. And I have five brothers, but only four brothers showed up for this picture. So we cropped him, the other brother, in. So now I got the picture, the original picture, and then the one that's cropped in. I don't know which one to hang on the wall. So that just kind of remind me of that.
Yeah, but ah, it was very funny. But and I liked it. I feel like this is what sisters would do for themselves. Like that's why I say I love the originality of the series because it's very fresh and it shows how family should be.
Right.
And let's go to Regine, Amon, and we all know Amon was her boyfriend. Although we know that right now they are no longer together,
Right.
or I don't know what's going on. A lot of things has been going on right now as we're speaking right now, fresh. They're no
Mm,
longer together on the internet. Probably it's for the internet thing. Sometimes the internet could be deceiving. So I just want to see how that will play out. But we know they're
mm,
no longer together. But I did like them together on the show. He seemed like a caring guy, like someone that literally did appreciate her. He does like her. I think I
hmm.
like him for her on the show. I don't know what he is after the camera gets off, but for on watching him on the show, I do love him for her.
Yeah, he seemed like he was really supportive and, into helping her, assisting her with her lines and everything. And it seems like they have really good communication. I noticed that when before he went to LA to do his recording, they were talking about, hey, I'm gonna be gone for a week and a half, and um, I'm just a phone call away. And she was like, okay, and he was like, that works two ways, and she was like, check in, you know. But then when she checked in, I guess he didn't answer and she got upset. And I guess that's what the big argument was about, you know. But, she just like a woman. I mean, you're in Los Angeles. Los Angeles is not, there's some areas that I won't even go into. You know what I'm saying? And I was born and raised there. But there's some areas I wouldn't even go into, because you never know what color to wear, I mean, the gangs and all that, it's all about colors, what colors you wear in different neighborhoods. So, yeah, it's kind of a nerve-wracking thing. So I understand where she wanted to make sure he was okay. Especially if you're recording at a studio and you're coming out late, 2, 3 in the morning. You never know who's out there in the parking lot. So I understand her concern for his safety.
Yeah. I do understand. That's why I said I liked him for her, but I don't know
Mm.
for outside the camera shot. And I also one person I also like is Toya's husband. He's kind of understanding, although sometimes he could be very calmish. I think that's what she needs. He has this calm personality with him, and the fact that I think he's somebody that will be able to tell her the truth, because he
Mhm.
also told her the truth over there when he was like she's somehow not approachable,
Mm.
she's someone that they cannot easily talk to. I feel like he is the right person for her to be able to tell her a certain level of truth to some certain extent about her life and family.
Right. I think he grounds her a lot. He seems like he's level-headed. I love the way Reginae, you know, when she sees him, she greets him with a hug, and you know, that's her stepdad. you know. And I think for Toya to have been in the spotlight for so long, being Lil Wayne's ex, I think Red is like a breath of fresh air for her, because he's not in the entertainment business. He's a regular schmegular guy, you know, who's just out there trying to make life on his own. He's not trying to uh, use her stardom to make something out of himself. You know, he's just grounded. I like that, you know. But I think he's an overall good guy.
Yeah. Well, what did you have to say? What do you have to say about this family gathering that they have? Because I have a lot of things that I thought was wrong in this family gathering.
Excuse me. The family gathering. It's good to see family come together and have a meal and just kind of catch up with each other. I like that. You know, um, the conversation, it was kind of going a little bit all over the place. Everybody had something to say, but basically, uh, when it came down to Beedy and her relationship with Mel, you know, uh, I think that when they were in the little dress shop earlier in the scenes, it was Danielle, the best friend, and Toya and Miss Anita. They were talking about Beatty's situation, and I think that Miss Anita, she was just funny. She was like, okay, she was back there making faces because I think she was like getting the end parts of, how you kind of eavesdrop on a conversation and you get the end parts.
Yeah.
So she was just back there making those faces, and I was just cracking up. But when they were actually sitting at the table, I, you know, I think that she was just really hearing it out loud and all together, you know. But her reaction was funny. Like, let's not forget uh, the sex part, of the guy. I was just like, okay, she's funny. I love her mom.
I do. I love the one.
hmm But as far as Beedy and Mel's relationship, it's it's complicated. That's the word I would use. It's complicated. You know, um, I respect people who love people. You know what I'm saying? Um, but what I didn't really agree with was the part where Mel has her boyfriend, and her boyfriend kind of wants Mel all to himself. So it kind of leaves Beedy and Mel's relationship in limbo. And Beedy's feeling like she's not getting all the love that, you know, was transpiring between the two of them before they both decided to get boyfriends. So I just kind of felt bad for her. I mean, when you're giving your all to somebody and you're only getting one third of it back, you're filling somebody else's cup, but nobody's filling your cup type of thing. So
Yeah.
I just kind of felt bad. And
But
then go ahead.
the part that I even felt was like really bad was the brother, Toya's brother and Reginae's uncle. The entitlement that guy has um was so much. He came out to me, he came out as a narcissistic person because um the way he said it, you are the only Lee Wayne's daughter. It felt like as if he was jealous that
Hmm.
she unfortunately is the daughter of Lee Wayne. It's not her fault. It's not, she didn't ask to be his daughter. She came out as like that. But trying to fault her for being Lil Wayne's daughter is insane. Like you've been doing music from 20, he said 2004, 204, and so now you've not made it. Is it not high time to tell yourself, maybe I should look another side? Maybe I should move to another level or go to another thing. And you still stuck to it. And you are not making they even played a clip. Did you listen to the clips of a little bit of his music where it was played in the episode?
Yeah, I heard it. I,
I immediately I heard it, I said, no, no wonder he hasn't made it. No, truthfully, I felt like no wonder he hasn't made it because um I don't think I would be wanting to listen to that kind of music. Like he came off as a narcissistic person that wants things handed to him, and when things are not handed to him the way he wants, when things are not going the way he wants it to go, he flares up, he messes up, he shouts, he rants. He, like that's not how life works. Just because you're privileged enough to be in a family that is okay doesn't give you the right to expect everything handed down to you, to expect the unexpected.
right. I totally agree. Casey's music, excuse me, it sounds like he needs more practice. You know, um, Rapping, singing, playing an instrument, all of that is like a craft. You have to study your craft in order to be really good at it. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how long
Mhm.
he's been rapping and making his own music. I don't know. But I do know that practice makes perfect, and you have to really be into, I mean, you got to live it, breathe it, walk it, sleep with it, everything, shower with it. You know, it has to be your norm in your everyday life, you know? I mean,
Yeah.
don't think that Jay-Z just started singing or rapping and he was great. No, it took time, you know? It took years. You see all those young pictures of Jay-Z
Mhm.
when he was a nobody, he was hanging around in the studios. He was trying to wait for his chance to get on that mic. He was writing stuff. I'm pretty sure he was carrying around a notebook full of stuff he had wrote. Same with Biggie Smalls. If you watch the movie of Biggie Smalls, you see that, hey, yeah, he used to write everything down. And then he stopped writing and he just kept it in his head. you know. So that's why when they were able to bring him to the mic, he just started flowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's a craft that has to be practiced and learned before there's a reward from it. And yeah, I think he's a little privileged.
Yeah. He's too privileged because he was like, if Lil Wayne hears my music, he's gonna love it. He's not gonna love anything. He's not going to love anything. Like you're trying to push her to push you to leave. I literally I like the way they treat their family, because just because they are close to Lil Wayne, some other families, just because they are close to a celebrity, they'll push everything on that celebrity. They'll always want to make the celebrity take them to where they're supposed to be. There's I like the family because they're trying to make a name for themselves out of the Lil Wayne's umbrella.
Right.
They're not trying to be like pests. They're not trying to be like, parasites and being close to him, siphoning everything from him. Like, guy will literally be tired. They are trying to make a name for themselves out of that Lil Wayne's name. And you are here saying how much of a singer you are, how much everybody's not helping you, that they have to be promoting you by posting. I love the way Toya told him, I am not your mother, neither am I your music director or executive.
Mhm.
That is what
Yeah.
those people's jobs are. If you
Yeah.
want someone that will post your music on social media, please hire the person that is good at that kind of job to help you do that. Don't come and be saying, because yes, I'm Toya and I have a little bit of subscribers and followers on Instagram and everything. I'm a little bit known. I have the right to be posting your music. Our
Right.
social media, she knows what she does on her social media. She knows what she's doing on her social media, and it's exactly not for you.
Right.
It ain't
Ex-
for you, it's for something else. She has her own brand to build.
right.
She
Exactly.
has her own brand. And I feel like he doesn't understand that he just expected them to like put down the roses, flowers, red carpet for him, and he just walked through it.
Yeah. That. I.
Oh,
You know. I'm the type of person. I like to work for myself. I don't want nobody handing me anything. You know what I'm saying? But
mm-hmm.
maybe he feels like because she said something about he had just got out of jail like a year ago.
Yeah, he was in
So
jail.
yeah. So this you out of jail. You're fresh out of jail. You're rapping. You know. You got to put the time into it. You're not going to be an instant star. You
Stop.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like ramen noodles. You pour hot water over it and there's a meal. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, you got to put the time into it. You got to pay your dues out there. Entertainment business, that's a hard business to get into.
Very hard business.
Yeah,
A
so
very hard business.
yeah, and
I feel like,
no, I was just gonna say if he thought he was that great, why doesn't he get in touch with Lil Wayne himself? He's Toya's brother.
exactly, because I was sitting there, I said, if he was that good, because
Yeah,
there's no way in hell somebody would tell me Lil Wayne is in that family, and we know he's close to his daughter. We
right.
know he always wants to know what's going on in his daughter's life. I'm pretty sure one way or the other he has heard this guy
Oh
sing.
yeah. Oh yeah.
If he is that good, like he says, like he deceived himself that he's good, one way or the other, Lil Wayne would have hooked him up to one studio, to one producer, to somebody that would push him out there. But truthfully, he isn't that good. I'm sorry to say. Because let me just say, okay, probably it's the music they decided to play for us on the show. I'm judging by the music they decided to play for us on the show. I don't know whether his name is Casey on Spotify. Probably later on I'll have to go find him and check up his music.
Hmm.
But that particular one that was played on the show, it didn't do it for me. Because
Yeah.
when we listen to a lot of music, there are a lot of music out there, very good ones.
Hmm.
The music industry is a very competitive one. In a day, 5 or 6 people are bringing out albums and they are fighting for who will be on top of the top 100, top 10. You know,
Hmm.
the
Right.
music industry is fierce right now. And this period, we're not looking for the bare minimum. Even if you don't have so much talent, you need to have something else that you can use to attract people to you and be like, okay, fine. She might not, or he might not be like a very prolific musician. Her voice or his voice is that, so interesting, so sweet. But at least there's something else you have that can, stand out for, okay, your voice is not that great, but there's something else you have. If you don't have quality, you should have quantity at least. You should have one. But for
Right.
me,
I think.
sorry, it doesn't have any. He's just trying to ride on the back of the popular name they have. No.
Yeah, I think Casey maybe should try starting like in the shows in Atlanta, like the clubs, weddings. You know what I'm saying? Try to book stuff like that, so at least people get to hear his stuff and get to really know who he is. Because just I mean the little clips that we heard from uh off the show, uh, I I can't be a fan right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It
That's
didn't
the
really
thing.
have. Yeah, it didn't really have any grit. It didn't have like a beat that's gonna stay in my head. Make me want to dance and stuff.
Yeah,
Fingers.
that's what I'm saying. If your
Yeah.
voice is not that great, there should be something else that you have that will make people be like, okay, fine. This person brings out the music. I want to listen to the person. I want to see what the person has to offer. He didn't have the music, didn't even have something that be like, okay, I'm going back to that particular place and replaying, you
Hmm.
know, that
Right.
stuff. It didn't have that effect on me at all.
Hmm.
It didn't.
Yeah.
Well, let's.
Maybe we'll see when he performs. Well, I don't know if he ever gets
Yeah,
to perform for his
I
mom's
don't.
birthday.
I don't think we get to. But let's move on to Armon and Reginae. They put up this thing. She said she put up this thing on Twitter, being like, you can't show somebody all that love and backtrack. And someone else said, as a man or a female, never let someone project their insecurity on you. That's a money. That problem is solely with them, not you. I felt like the problem with them was that they took their problem to social media and not discussing it with themselves.
Right.
Which she rightly even said in the show when she met up with her friend. And she was like, she felt like she was too fast to post. That posting that on Twitter was like the wrongest move because posting that on Twitter literally made the issues worse instead of better.
Yeah. She has those Twitter fingers. you know,
Yeah.
First thing you get on Twitter, I remember the last time I was on Twitter, they only give you so many spaces to post whatever you're going to post. So you have to be precise of what you're going to say, to get your point across. Because, like I said, they only give you so many spaces to
Mm-hmm.
post. So yeah, she has those little Twitter fingers, and Once you put it there, it's like it. If you try and erase it, by then everybody done got it, copied it, put it on their pages, you know. So yeah,
Mm-hmm.
kind of pre. It's kind of pre immature to do that. Uh, especially if you're like in the middle of something, in the middle of an argument, because some of that stuff you can't take back, you
Yeah.
know. But that's the age of these young adults now. They take everything to Twitter and Instagram and Facebook. You know, they post their feelings there. Like Reginae said, it's like a journal, like a diary. And me,
Yeah.
I I don't really post anything. I may post a picture every now and then, or a recipe or a pair of shoes that I think are cute that I'm gonna try and find somewhere, something like that.
Yeah.
But my personal feelings, nah, especially what's going on in my personal life, nah, I can't post that all over, because they'd be like, okay, what is wrong with her? She's having some issues
Huh.
here, you know.
Yeah.
So, so especially when you're heated, you know, don't go to social media when you're heated. Wait till you calm down, then you have time to think about what you want to post.
Yeah. I felt like she shouldn't have gone that. But I love the fact that she acknowledges the fact that yeah, she did fuck up by posting that up quickly on Twitter, and that's part of the things that made them decided to like part ways. But I know that they would kind of make up, so I don't know. Let's just be watching how it came about.
Mm-hmm.
Now let's talk about this relationship now. This Betty and Mel's relationship. Like you mentioned it earlier on, it's off-putting that I feel like Betty is really in love with this lady, right?
Mm-hmm.
And she is just using her for her benefits, for the benefits that she can get by being close to Betty. And Betty, people that are in love are the hardest people to be able to talk with. They're the hardest people to be able to tell that look at the handwriting on the wall.
Right.
Yeah. Especially in this place where Janela was telling her. She was like, you know what? I'm not understanding this whole situation. You're saying that you guys want your individual boyfriends. And she decided to go to her ex. Even when me, immediately she went back to her ex, I would already find it fishy that she decided
Right.
to go back to her ex. She could have as well as chosen a new guy,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to experiment because this is a new experience. This is a new experiment. When the ex was dating her, he was dating only her alone. So
Right.
he never knew about this kind of thing. Now you're going back to him. It's gonna be like, no, I didn't know you about this life, and I don't think I'm also about this life. When you are looking for a new person, the new person already understands, okay, this is the life you're about. If I can't deal with it, I bounce. If I can deal with it, I stick with it. So immediately I heard that she went back to her ex. I was like, no, Betty needs
Mm.
to have a new, like a change. Because that was already a sign enough that something was fishy and she was just messing with Betty's feelings. I think she knows that Betty really fell in love with her and she's just giving her, like, how would I put it? Behaving like in a narcissistic way, giving her enough for her to still stay with her,
Right. Yeah, I
giving
feel
her
like
enough for her to see that, okay, I'm by your side and every other person doesn't really care about you, but not enough to be like, yeah, this person really loves me. But just a pinch. She sees that pinch and believes that, yeah, this is an ocean.
Hmm. Yeah, I think that Mel love bombs her a lot. When they're together, she smothers her, love bombs her, and then, you know, she's off with her ex-boyfriend. Now, me personally, if a person that I love dating, care about, and we have this open relationship, if they're going back to their ex, I am not interested. You know, I don't want
Mm-hmm.
something. I'm the type of person, I don't want something if you're going to give it to everybody. you know, I want it to myself, you know. Yeah, I don't like sharing, and going back to an ex, no, I would never, so a person who's always running to their ex, y'all belong together. You don't belong in my life.
Yeah.
So
And
I
and the
I
fact that
think
she was still insisting that she wanted to bring her to the party, man, I felt like going to my screen and giving her a slap to realize that you're making a big mistake.
yeah, I didn't understand why she wanted to bring her to the party anyway. I mean, because everything that she said, she could have explained that, you know, without Mel being there. I mean, Mel is like taking off, leaving, booking, uh, getting away, getting a spot with her and her ex-boyfriend in a whole different state, but yet you love Beedy, and you know she's your girl, and you're always gonna have her back. How you gonna have her back? You in another state with your old dude, you know. So I I just thought that was just messed up, you know. And no, she wouldn't have been at that dinner. But we could have did that dinner totally without her, and you could tell that Mel had an attitude from the time she walked in there, you know. I mean,
Yeah.
she basically went straight, "Hey, mama, how you doing?" And
Yeah.
he, and yeah, you know, and and the the tension was thick when she walked in the room, you know, and she just didn't. She didn't come with no positivity. It was like, "Hey, I'm me. This is what I'm doing. We got an understanding, and you know, don't bring that type of energy here. This is like a fun family eventful thing for my mom's birthday to celebrate my mom's birthday. So,
Yeah.
I
I
hate
felt like
people.
from her already entering, she entered that venue with her head high. Like, I came here, I'm ready for anybody, anyone that comes for me, I'm ready to give it to you. Just
Yeah,
like the way you were. I'm like, you shouldn't have come with that energy, knowing the fact that you were going for someone's birthday. I felt
yeah,
like she should have been more respectful.
yeah. And like, where's the birthday gift? Where's the birthday bag? You know what I'm saying? Where's the flowers for her mother? Like you were coming there. You know what I'm saying? And
Hmm.
you come empty handed. It doesn't sound like a person who's trying to be part of the family to me. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
So I think she was there for the opportunity. She was there for whatever she could get out of Beedy, because Toya doesn't seem like the type of sister who's gonna watch her sister fall straight on her face. You know what I'm saying? She's gonna be
Hmm.
there to pick her up, and maybe Mel doesn't have that type of relationship with her family. I don't know, because I know nothing really about her. But I'm just saying, sometimes people will get jealous when they see that you got that type of support, when they don't. So the first thing they try to do is put a wedge in between you and that support. you know. So I
Mm-hmm.
think Toya seen that. And she was like, I don't like it. I don't like the way she inserts herself into family stuff when it has nothing to do with her. You know why? I see that she's putting ideas in your head, you know, and that's kind of pulling us further apart. Yeah, yeah, that happens in families when you because you don't get to pick your sibling's mate, you know.
Yeah.
So it happens. It happens. It happens in the best of families, the tightest families, you know, when you got siblings pulling uh their mates pulling the family apart, you know. So I'm glad Toya sees that she caught it and she spoke on
Yeah. Well, I felt disappointed that she brought Mel to that event. I felt very when I saw them coming in, I was like, oh,
it.
what a shame. Because that alone made me realize that if by tomorrow she comes back and say, you know what, let's get back together, Betty will be back together with her, irrespective of whoever she's with or whoever she's dating right now. With the way she acted by bringing her to that party, even knowing, you know that she's not light. And truthfully, Betty knows that that lady is not good for him. For her. But I
Mhm.
feel like just the love too much is making her blinded not to see that. And the way she came at Reginae and Toya like disrespectful, like clapping and hands, I was like, are you done? Are you done? And you didn't contribute anything. Your money is not on this hall. Your money is not on the food. Who the hell do you think you are to be coming to a birthday party that's organized by me and you are like you like telling them, making snacky comments, trying to be what you're not. That was very offensive to watch actually.
Yeah, it was disrespectful towards Miss Anita. You know what I'm saying? It's like if you got beef, settle it someplace else. This isn't the day or the time. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So and yeah, I didn't like Mel's disrespect either. It's like you are a plus one. You weren't even invited. You're just a plus one. You know what I'm saying? So
Mhm.
turn that energy down when you walk through these doors, you know, and you can pick your energy right back up when you walk back through those doors. You know what I'm saying? But while you're in this space that I provided, I paid for, you know, and I planned for, no, you're not gonna be here disrespecting me and clapping your hands, and then on top of that, you're gonna try and disrespect my kid, and then try and make it seem like I'm slow. Like I don't get what you're saying. I don't understand the words coming out your mouth. Like little girl, have a seat. Matter of fact, have a seat in the car in the parking lot. You know, because immediately I would have been like, okay, she got to go. Seriously, you got to take her. She got to go. You know, because she was in a space that wasn't even supposed to be there for her.
Yeah, that's what even pissed me off. That the space she's at is not a space that she's supposed to be free at. Because if I
Right.
was male and I was there, knowing that everybody there is family, of course, family will support themselves. And I'm
Mhm.
standing alone. Why would I want to cause trouble for myself when I know I don't have anybody to fight at my corner? And they
Right.
have people that will fight for us. And look at the way Regine was in support of her aunt.
Right.
Look at the way she came for the for Mel. Like you can't be treating my aunt in that way because she loves you. That's when I don't know. I don't know whether people don't know how to read the room
Mhm.
because I love reading the room a lot. When I
Right.
come to somewhere, even if I want to talk, I read the room and I see that the atmosphere here is not suitable for me to say what I want to say. I keep quiet.
Right.
I kept it to myself. And that's what I thought that she should have done. And the way she tried to apportion the blame at Toya, I was like, you are projecting the fact that your sister is not good. You're projecting on me. I was like, oh, wow. What gives you the right to talk about their family?
Right. She had no plans of being part of the family. Like I said,
She
I just I just feel like she was just there, to get all the bags that all she could collect, the good times, the good meals, the trips, the, being on the show, on the two first episodes, that's a bag. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how big of a bag, but that's a bag that she didn't have before she got on the show. So, you know, I I just think it was all premeditated in Mel's head. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Especially when Reginae exposed her that she has always been on her DMs, asking her to come and braid with her.
Hmm.
I just felt like she used Betty because Betty was vulnerable.
Yeah.
And now that she realizes that it's not going to be easy to enter into this family, she decided that okay, I'm just gonna bounce back without caring for the feeling of the person you've used.
Hmm.
How does it make that didn't make sense? Like when she came in fighting, she was like I was like, if they leave you to fight, are you gonna be able to handle how many of them were there? Only you. You didn't come with a plus one, nothing.
Hmm.
Yeah. Well, are
Yes.
you going to be able to handle it if the fight breaks out?
Oh, of course not. She's depending on security to step in. You know what I'm saying? She's dependent on security, and if she gets badly hurt, she's gonna sue. She's gonna sue production. She's gonna sue Toya and them. You know, so I just think it was all premeditated. How she was gonna behave. If somebody said something, she was gonna snap back, and you know, and it's disrespectful. Like I said, not only to Toya because she's the one who got this gathering together for her mom's birthday. It's disrespectful to her mom. You know what I'm
Very.
saying? So I believe in respecting my elders no matter what my issue may be. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
If I have an issue, then I'm gonna have to solve it another day. I'm not gonna solve it like at a big function. Well, I take that back. I have. I have solved some stuff at functions. Yes, I have. But never at my mom's birthday.
Yeah. And I'm glad that they worked that out. And I pray that she stays out of the family.
Oh yeah.
I do pray
Yeah, she's not a good
she
fit.
stays out.
Yeah, she's not a good fit. I don't like that for Beedy. I think Beedy could do better.
Mm-hmm.
You
No.
know.
I literally
Oh,
I literally you said
oh, go ahead.
I like the way that she was treated. Like, don't come mess with my family. At the end of the day, no matter what they are going through, no matter the argument, they still remain family. And they will still stick by each other no matter what.
Hmm. Yeah, that's
They also think,
that's what family's supposed to do.
and the way she still kept on saying, we do have a connection, even if we're with our partners, we do have a connection. I'm like, wow. She's still giving Betty a little bit of hope.
Yeah, I, 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 I don't know how to love two people at one time. I don't. In my love life, I gotta love one person at a time. And that's just me. So I don't know how it is to pull your emotions this way with this person and pull your emotions this way with this person. It seemed like it would be very exhausting, you know.
Mm.
So, but I think that she was probably never. Yeah, I think she liked Beatty, you know, and then I think that once she found out who she was, she liked her even more because hey, that's an opportunist waiting for an opportunity, you know. So I'm calling what's her name? Mel, an opportunist. She seems like she was an opportunist, you know, waiting for the opportunity to get a bag to come up, you know, and
Well,
it's sad.
I hope if you say,
I said, and it's sad.
mm-hmm. I literally, I literally thank God that she was chased out because I don't like her. And I don't like the way she treated Betty. And I hope that now that she's out of the picture, for now, we don't know whether in the future she'll be back in the picture, but for now that she's out of the picture, I literally hope that everything will start going well for Betty right now.
Hmm. Yeah, I hope so too. You know, because it's, you know, she's a young lady, young beautiful lady, and you know, she needs to go out there and explore her options. You know, don't settle. You know, if it
Yeah,
doesn't feel right, once you get together, if it doesn't feel right, then it's not right.
yeah.
You can't you can't keep sitting there trying to make it right on your side. You know, and you're doing all that you can. You know, you're wasting valuable life. You know,
Mhm.
there's somebody for everybody out there. You just gotta go and find that
Yeah,
person. You know, and
yeah, exactly.
quit settling for less. You know, so I hope BD does find somebody on the show that we can actually see so she could see what love actually supposed to be, you know?
Let's just hope it goes better. But all in all, I'm literally enjoying the show. I can't wait for episode 3. I don't know whether
Uh,
you have any other thing to like round it up.
yeah, I can't wait to see everything unfold. You know, I'm excited to see season 3. You know, I'm excited to find out, you know, what Reginae is doing. I like the fact that she, you know, she's in her second movie now, you know, and when she was in her kickboxing class, I was like, okay, that's my jam right there, you know, because I've kickboxed and I enjoy it. You know, I think every woman needs to take kickboxing, you know,
Huh?
it makes you it makes you feel good, you know, and then knowing that you know that you can protect yourself, you know. So yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Most definitely. You know, so I'm excited to see the movie. You know, I don't know if it's out already or, you know, but I'm just excited. You know, and then she has a starring role, so I really want to see it.
I do hope to get better, and I'm loving the series, and it's a fresh air, different from other series that I literally do watch, and I just hope that they don't start over dramatizing the show, adding too much script. I love that it is natural as it
Hmm.
is, the pain, everything they are showing us in real time how it is, and not some dramatization of everything that is, how it's supposed to be. Well, guys, anyway, thanks for joining us on today's, you know, review. Don't forget to like and comment our videos. The more you like, the more YouTube recommends our video. Don't, guys. Also, you can join our membership, guys. No amount is too small. We have you know, 3 levels. You can join the lowest level. On our membership, you can send super stickers to us. It's very, 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 very much appreciated. Oh, before we go, Don't forget to click on the subscription button to get subscribed. And also don't forget to like and comment. We'll see you guys
All right, you have
tomorrow.
a good one.
Have a good day.
Okay, see you later. Bye.
Yeah.